So we've had a video talking about how much Diablo Immortal actually is going to cost, and I have all of the kind of information right here. And these are massive Kraken purchases. What I'm talking about is we're just buying strictly from the base value in the shop and then directly investing them into another base value item in the shop. We're not bundling anything together. We're not getting extra deals or anything like that. So they're very, very expensive in terms of actual value received per dollar spent. We've also talked about how long it takes to actually max out in terms of 5 out of 5 star legendary gems. But a lot of people, for one, they want to know what actually is the best thing for them to spend on. And two, I think a lot of people are saying, well, that's absurd amounts of money. That is absurd amounts of money. I agree with you in the terms of what we went over. But most people are not going to be doing that, for one. And for two, there's a lot of other things to buy in the game that it's much cheaper and much more low spender friendly. So we're going to go over a couple of those options and let you know what the best things to spend your money on in the first week of launch. Let's jump into it. So we're going to start here and just look. This is sort of the base value that we're going off of when we're looking at other bundles and determining how good they are. We always need a base value, and in this game, I basically have determined this value right here, this 7,200 rather, Eternal Orbs for $100 is the best base value in the game that will always be there. This is never going to change. You can see the in-app purchases right behind my head here. These are the confirmed ones from the App Store. And of course, the other thing that I wanted to mention here is the Legendary Crests, which is what we've always been going over. These things never change, and they're one of the best ways to just consistently spend your money on in terms of it'll always be there, but not necessarily in terms of value per dollar spent. So let's go over some of the things that are absolutely amazing purchases. For actually quite cheap, you get a lot of things. So the first one I want to talk about is this Battle Pass down here. And I'm going to go over just briefly some of the major things about the Battle Pass. If you want to go and check out an in-depth guide into the Battle Pass, I actually have that on my channel, and I'll go ahead and leave it in the description down below if you want to check that out. But the Battle Pass has two options here. We have the $5.99, or the $4.99 rather, and the $14.99. Now the $14.99 is going to give you those 14 extra levels, as you can see right here, on the Battle Pass. Now the Battle Pass is not quite infinite from at least what we know so far. It caps out a certain point, and once you reach the maximum of the Battle Pass, you do get extra random chest rewards, which we'll go over in just a moment, but eventually you stop getting those. Now the $4.99 gives you the Battle Pass, but you don't get the extra 14 levels. And so is it worth to buy the 14 extra levels? Well, that's based on whether or not you actually want to speed through the game. Let's go check out the Battle Pass real quick. So right here, I kind of have a list of the things that were in the Battle Pass from the beta. And you can see here, we have a few things that are actually quite solid. So we have a Legendary Gem at rank 1, at rank 5, at rank 10, we have a Legendary Offhand and a Legendary Crest. At rank 15, we have a Legendary Gem. Go down, we have at level 20, we have another Legendary Gem. Scroll down, another Legendary Crest right here. Another Legendary Gem at 35. And then we have another Legendary Gem at 40. Now, mind you, you're not going to be able to use the Legendary Crests generally super soon in the game. And then you're going to get the Gift of Renown here after reaching Battle Rank 40. Open up a Gift of Renown every 180 battle points earned. So I believe that this is going to give you a limit. I think it's like 20 of these chests that you can only obtain after you've maxed out the Battle Pass. But you can see here, really what we're looking for, yes, scrap materials are great. Yes, all this stuff is great. But generally the biggest power bonuses are going to be these legendary items, as well as the legendary gems, in terms of actually just getting strict upgrades, because you're not going to want to upgrade your gear a ton. You do want to upgrade your gear for sure when you're leveling, but not a ton, because you're going to want to save that for a gear that you're going to want to upgrade in general, instead of doing it on temporary pieces of gear. This Fervent Fang Legendary Gem is actually an amazing gem. You can see here each attack you make against an enemy increases the damage it takes from your attacks by 0.75%, up to a maximum of 7.5% at 10 stacks. Excellent gem. The Sleed's Awakening is, you know, pretty great, actually. It's probably, if not the best 1-star legendary gem, one of the best. You can see you get a 6% increased damage for 60 seconds after killing an elite monster. I actually think that buying the 14 extra levels, if you're trying to blast the game and go as fast as possible, 6% damage increase, 7.5% damage increase, legendary item unlocked, and then another 1-star legendary gem very, very quickly. Basically, when you start the game, you're going to be able to get this once you buy the battle pass, that is, getting the 14 extra levels. This is going to be a massive, massive bonus, and I think it's actually worth it for a lot of people who are going to be blasting through the game. Is it worth it in terms of value per dollar spent? Not at all. You're going to get all these items no matter whether or not you buy the $4.99 or the $14.99. All it does is speed up your progression. So this is only recommended for those of you that want to save a little bit of time in terms of leveling out your battle pass. Let's jump over the spreadsheet and talk about some of the other packs and things that are available. So we went over the battle pass, and the next item up that is going to be the best value per dollar spent is going to be the Boon of Plenty. You can see here it's $4.99. You're going to get 300 Eternal Orbs instantly and a daily gift of 1 rare crest per day for an entire month. Now, it may not seem like much, but these rare crests actually drop gems, normal gems, and I may have a video on this out soon, and these actually do provide some improvements to your gear. 300 Eternal Orbs already, if we just jump up to this list right here, is almost worth $5 in of itself. And then these rare crest, buying 10 of them is 300 Eternal Orbs. So 30 of them is 900. So you're looking at 1,200 Eternal Orbs in worth of value from the base value in the shop. And 1,200 Eternal Orbs, if we just look up here, it's going to be worth about $20. So this is about 4 times as valuable as the things that are base in the shop already. So absolutely worth picking up. Not only that, but the Blizzard has actually buffed rare crests, it looks like. If you've not seen my previous video, I went over that too. But rare crests looks like it's going to drop crafting materials to craft legendary gems, which is absolutely massive. So these could be even more valuable than we are giving credit for. This is an automatic purchase. If you're going to buy the battle pass and you're willing to spend a little bit extra money in the game, this $5 Boon of Plenty, getting this $10 a month, it's going to be not too bad, and these are going to be the best things that you're going to get out of your money. Now you can see here at the bottom, you have a couple of a couple troves available for very cheap. I actually have screenshots of the things that you're getting from there, and these are the next things that are absolutely massive. These things, some of them drop from what I've experienced from looking through screenshots and gameplay, from actually completing certain levels of the battle pass. Some of these dropped from actually completing certain dungeons and things like that for the first time. And these things are actually insane value. So you could see here, $2 gets you 120 Eternal Orbs, 1 Legendary Crest, 5 Rare Crests, and 12 various little crafting materials. And so what we're looking at here is, if we go back to the Eternal Orbs here, 120 is $2 already. Legendary Crests are priced out at $2.22. Rare Crests are 30 per one, so that gives you 150. So that's another $2, $2.50 there. So we have $7.50 already. And that's just in this stuff. The rare crest could be even more valuable. So again, this is just going to be an excellent, excellent thing to purchase in terms of value per dollar spent, especially considering there's not a lot of things to buy in the shop outside of these things. Then you're going to have the Forgotten Tower Trove. This is going to be basically half of what you're getting from this thing, which is, again, another great one. It's $1. So I highly recommend, if you are someone that is willing to spend a decent amount of money on this game, if you are a absolute Kraken, even if you're only spending, if you're a low spender, you're spending $20 on this game, definitely pick up these 2 packs over here, the Boon and the Battle Pass. There's $10. Then you're going to have the, in general, the bundles that pop up. You could probably pick up 3, 4, 5 of these things before you max out your $20 budget for a month, which is very low spending in terms of mobile games. And if you're an absolute Kraken, you're just going to want to snap by these no matter what. Absolutely pick up every single one you see. And you'll see these that they'll pop up in the bundle shop. I'm not sure if they have a limited time offer like some things. I think that if you complete the content and you get access to the troves, these things don't go away. But if you get a bundle that pops up from completing a battle pass, I do think that those might have like a limited time offer. So you might want to pick up those as soon as possible. And you can see here you'll get a free daily reward as well from the shop. So I guess Blizzard's being generous today. But that is pretty much all the things that I'd recommend. I know a lot of people were asking about this, and I've always said, okay, buy the boon, buy the battle pass, and then buy the bundles. And a lot of people are like, I don't know what the boon is. I also don't know what the bundles are. This is what you're going to want to look for when you're talking about the boon and when you're talking about the bundles. You'll see them actually as a tab in the shop, and they'll pop up as you'll go through and complete content. The boon won't, and the battle pass won't, I don't think, but these definitely will when you complete certain pieces of content or the battle pass. So definitely snap by those if you're interested in getting the most value per money, and you don't want to buy. For me personally, I'm not interested in buying massive quantities of eternal orbs. I don't really like spending a ton of money in games. I think that it takes away a little bit of the fun for me. I don't want to go and mass buy legendary crests. This seems like a terrible experience and value. I will, however, pick up the boon and the battle pass, no doubt. To me, these feel like a subscription fee. So picking up this and this is no different than buying a $10, $15 subscription fee for me. These things over here, I probably will be picking up as well because I am pushing for an immortal. So I will want these extra value in terms of legendary crest and eternal orbs. So I will pick up those when I see them. After that, I highly doubt that I'll invest any extra money into the Eternal Orbs. We'll have to see how expensive Platinum crafting is and whether or not it's worth it there. If it is, maybe. If it isn't, definitely not. So that is the overall thoughts and the bundles and the offers and all such things like that. And also my opinion on what I'm going to be purchasing on launch. Hopefully this gives you an idea. That way you don't have to sit there, okay, is this pack worth it? I know we don't have a pack calculator yet. I definitely can guarantee you that that will be coming out as we get in the game, as we start seeing some of these offers, and as we actually see all the things in the shop that Blizzard has laid out for us on launch. Stay tuned for that. Join the Discord for Aftershock United if you want access to all these resources. That being said, hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you for the next one.